everyone, welcome to Phyllis the Chef. So, I am making some homemade lasagna. So, I have one I'm going to freeze, one I'm going to make up for this weekend. So, I need to go ahead and get some meat cooking. Here's some tomato sauce, noodles, cheese. I gotta get our cottage cheese mixture together, and then we shall start this wonderful video. So, come join me in my kitchen. Alright guys, so I am back here in the kitchen, and today I think I already mentioned I'm making homemade lasagna, so let's get started with that. So these had to sit on the counter for a little while, so I'm going to make a couple recipes worth, one for freezer and then one for my husband for the next several days. I may or may not use this container, and I may use one of my other ones. So anyway, I need to cook up all this meat. So I'm going to put you like that really quick, just so I can at least get it in the pan for y'all and you can see that. So I have 1 pound of ground turkey. No, it's not 100% cooked all the way. I mean thawed all the way, sorry, my bad. So and at least it's breakable, right? So I'm mixing turkey and ground beef together. That's how I typically do this, just so it has a little bit more unique flavors, you know. Okay, so, oops. And then let me go ahead and open this ground beef. Let me grab my scissors. Let's see if this will work. Ooh, it's cold. No, hold on. Okay, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 pound of ground turkey. Alright, so while this cooks, it's going to take quite a while actually. I'm going to add some seasonings to this. I sometimes do this, just getting off my other dirty stuff. I will do this sometimes as well. And so I add some garlic to this. I have an onion I need to add to this. So let me go ahead and get that chopped up and started. Sorry, I was cleaning up though. Okay, so I have some nature seasonings. I may just leave you guys there. It might actually be easier for me. So I'm just gonna sprinkle. And I'll put some more in here maybe once I get it all like crushed up in just a little bit. Let me grab my heavy duty fork. Or at least a bigger fork. And literally, we are just wanting this to brown really well. I mean, you guys really know how to cook meats. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with this part. So I'll jump back on as soon as this is ready. Alrighty? Okay, so I have garlic powder here. And our sauce already has garlic and onions in it. And then I'm adding some oregano. Because remember, this is an Italian flavors. So, actually, let me do it this way. just to really spice that up with some flavors. And just keep, again, turning the meat, cooking it. So I just want to add that in there really quick. That is just absolutely delicious. Garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder. So I just cut this in layers, see? It's just slowly coming apart here, which is exactly what we wanted. As you can tell, this is basically finished. I'm just letting it cook a couple more minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and prepare some of my saucepans and get my cheese mixture going. So, maybe you guys just sit here and watch the pot cook away. How's that? Y'all can see that? Cool. Alright, sit there for just a second. I have cottage cheese, Parmesan cheese, I need some eggs, alrighty folks. Get that turned off. Alright, let me put you guys back on my camera stand. Alright, so now that we have this going here, want to make sure y'all can see everything as well as possible, okay? So, I need to cover the bottom of here. Alright. I need to cover the bottom of this pan with tomato sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish my tomato sauce here, which will almost get it completely covered. So that's a little extra sauce, okay guys? Alright. Sorry about that, I accidentally bumped the camera. So, alright, so in here is literally a thin layer of pasta sauce. Already, the meat's done. I'm going to go ahead and mix Parmesan cheese. That's about a cup's worth. And I need 1 tub 24 ounce. This is 1 tub and it is 32 ounce. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. 24 ounces cottage cheese. It'll be a little bit more than half this container. A little bit more here. There we go. Yeah, so there, I have this much left in that container. And this is a 32 ounce container. I might need a little bit more. We're just gonna test it here. Okay, cheeses. I might need more Parmesan actually, because Parmesan is delish. Okay. This one was Parmigiano cheese. Mix the clumps. We like cheese, don't we, everybody? And I need 1 or 2 eggs. I forget how many eggs I need. I need 2 eggs. And that's about it. I do add garlic and sauce and powder into our bowl here. Okay. And obviously more parsley and Italian seasoning combined. Just a little bit. Okie dokies. So here's the trick. Let me get my 2 eggs. Pardon the reach, folks. Okay. Alright, let me finish mixing all this. Alright, so this is completely mixed together. And we have our sauce. Now, these are pre-made, ready to go in the oven. You do not need to pre-cook them, pre-dose them in water. No, nothing of the sorts, alright? So, we need, let's try this. So you want 1 layer of sauce, 1 layer of noodles. Oh, awesome. 3 things of noodles. Yip, hip, hooray. So this might actually be better than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to line each one of these just in the middle like so. Okay. Actually, if I was smart, I'd go ahead and add part of the meat in here. So let me grab a spoon and add part of the meat in this mixture. That is the best, smartest idea I came up with. No, just kidding. Okay. Remember, ground pork and ground beef. Alright, we'll try this. Let's see how this looks. Perfect. 2 spoonfuls is amazing. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of meat here on this side. Okay. So the rest of this meat will be for a different recipe. So, I mean, y'all can do it differently, but I'm trying to just keep them on the noodles so that when you cut them later, it'll be more like layered look, you know? And y'all can, of course, do this any different way you'd like it. This is how I do it, typically. And if it spills over a little bit, that's quite alright. It's just eyeballing, guys. Okay. Then, so it kind of is like sandwiching these pieces together. That is basically what we are wanting. See? Looking like a sandwich. Let me see if I scoot you guys closer, if that would be easier to see. Let me see if I scoot you down. Okay. See? I got it for y'all. Okay, see how it like sandwiches down in between? So that's exactly what we want. And since there's still pretty good sauce right in this level, I'm gonna go ahead and just add another layer here. And then I'll add some sauce on the next round, okay? There we go, like that. This might work better with a spoon, but it is what it is for now. See, we're just layering it in layer strips. So maybe I'll surprise Peter and go ahead and make one of these pans for him, because I already have everything out and ready. Might as well, right? Well, a little too much here. Let's add a little bit here. Okay, we're gonna sandwich it together again. Alright, and see how the sauce doesn't come up on this layer? So we are gonna go ahead and finish our basil sauce. Delicious. Okay. So we want all this pasta pretty covered, just because we don't want anything to be, what do you call it? Well, all the noodles pretty soaked. This is like how many layers? 4 layers already? So we'll probably do one more layer, because we don't want it all the way up to the brim, because otherwise it will definitely, yeah, be overboard. So this will be our last layer for this casserole. And then I'm gonna freeze this prior instead of cooking it, and then you'll just bake it for like an hour, I think is what it says. Let me double check on that for y'all. Okay, like I said, last layer, okay? So, well, I just need 3 more of these noodles. Okay, I have basically 1 noodle left, but that's quite alright. I can just use it in my other, for Peter. Okay, so, see how many layers? 5 layers? That is a lot of thick lasagna that we will be making, okay? So, I need to add more sauce, and then I'm going to freeze it, but you bake it at 375 for about 50 to 55 minutes. So that's what I'm going to write on here, because this is like pre-ready, like a freezer meal, you know? You don't want the whole jar, you don't want it to be super muggy, soggy. You want it like so, okay guys? And then I'm gonna add some cheese on the top of it. See, the layers are perfect. Okay. And then, watch. I have some cheese that I'm just gonna layer the top with. Ugh. Okay, there you go. I will, again, just like I did enchilada, parchment paper, foil, mark it at 375. Let me see here. I think I have me zoomed in. Hold on. Let me, no, I don't. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, so this is the finished lasagna look. Even better. And then, yeah, wrap it with some parchment paper, foil, bake 375 for 50 to 55 minutes. The center of this right here will be completely bubbly as well, and you'll be ready to go. So I'm just gonna rehash this in one of my smaller pans there for Peter. That will be his dinner for the next probably a week because I cannot eat it, especially since I have extra stuff left over. So lasagna just came out of the oven. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying cooking and learning recipes with me, and I will see you guys later. Ta-ta!